Hi everyone, let's do some more balancing equations and we'll try to give you some hard ones because I think the easy ones you probably, if you watched the videos, you've probably, gotten. If not, just check with me. But let's try some of the harder ones. Now this one is one that's called a combustion. Okay, combustion is one where you have oxygen as a reactant and then you have H2O and water and CO2. On this one, what I'm going to hint is leave for the last hydrogen and oxygen. Let's do those last. So anytime you see something plus oxygen gives you H2O and water, leave those until last. It just makes it easier. All right, so let's do the carbons. I have 2 carbons on this side. I need 2 on the other side. So I'm going to put a big coefficient. I don't change anything that I've written down here. I just want to look at coefficients. So now I've got 2 carbons. Okay, now there's only H and O left. So let's do H first and O at the very last. I've got 6 H's on this side. I need 6. So I need to put a number here that will multiply 2 to make 6. So I'm going to put a 3 as my coefficient. So 3 times 2, 6 hydrogens, 6 hydrogens. 2 carbons, 2 carbons. Okay, now I've got oxygen to do. So let's add these. I've got 3 oxygens here, and I have 2 times 2. Remember, this 2 multiplies everything. This 2 only multiplies that oxygen. So 2 times 2 gives me 4. So add 3 plus 4, that gives me 7 oxygens. So I don't have any oxygens here. Right there, I need to put a number that will multiply 2 to make 7. Well, I can't put 3.5. I have to put whole numbers. So in that case, you get stuck. So what do? This is my tip. Go back to the beginning, and to this one right here, I want you to add a 2. Okay. So let's put a 2 here, and we're going to basically redo this. All right, so now 2 times 2 gives me 4 carbons. That means over here, I have to erase this and put a 4. So I'm going to get rid of all that I've already done. Let's redo it. So 2 times 2 gives me 4 carbons. So I put a 4 for 4 carbons. All right, what's the next element we do? Hydrogen. All right, so 2 times 6 gives me 12 hydrogens. Okay, 2 times this 6. I need 12 hydrogens here. So something times 2 to give me 12 would be a 6. 6 times 2, 12 hydrogens. 2 times 6, 12 hydrogens. And 4 carbons, 4 carbons. Last thing I have to do is my oxygens. I have 2 on this side. Let's see how much I have now here. 6 times 1, because that's a 1 right here. So I have 6 oxygens plus, now this 2 multiplies that oxygen, but the 4 multiplies it also. So that gives me 8. 6 plus 8. If I can do math in my head, that should be 14. So then how do I make 14 oxygens here? So I've got some number times 2 would give me 14 atoms of oxygen. I'm going to put a 7. Now my coefficients are going to be 2, 7, 6, and 4. So if on the quiz, some of these will ask you what are the coefficients. So you're going to have to work them out on paper and then look at your coefficients, and that's the answer you choose. These are the coefficients, 2, 7, 6, and 4 for this equation. All right, let's try the next one. This one on here, what you have is polyatomic ions. If you want to do them each element separately, that's fine. If you want to do carbons, then carbons, oxygens, oxygens, that's fine. But I think it's easier if you take this polyatomic ion. So look at your ion sheet. It's a good habit to bring that out. So carbonate is kind of one thing. Over here, I have another carbonate. Now, does it matter which element or ion I start with? No. But since I'm talking about CO3, let's do it. I have one CO3. Over here I have 3 CO3s, because remember this 3 is part of the carbonate. So 3 carbonates, I need to have 3 here. Can't stick it in the middle, can't put it down here. I'm going to put it as a coefficient in front of this whole thing. So now 3 CO3s, 3 CO3s. All right, let's try something else. Well, I have changed the potassiums. Let's try it. 3 times 2 gives me 6 Ks. I need 6 on this side. 6 Ks, 3 times 2, 6 Ks. Okay, let's keep going. Anything else I need to check? I see CR, and over here I have 2 CRs. So let's take and put 2 on this side. 2 CRs, 2 CRs. Notice I have go one thing at a time. Is there anything else I haven't checked? I don't think I've checked bromines. So let's see. I have 2 times 3, 6 bromines. Over here, 6 times 1, 6 bromines. I think it's done, but let's just check one more time. 6 Ks, 6 Ks. 3 CO3s, 3 CO3s. 2 chromiums, 2 chromiums. 6 Brs, 6 Brs. Okay, so I'm done on that one. Let's try the next one. Okay, so I've got 3 H's and 2 H's. Okay, so what do I do here? I've got 3 and a 2. When you get things like this where 2 on one side, 3 on the other, think common multiple. Now your common multiple is going to be 3 times 3 times 2, which would give me 6. So what I want to do is put a number here that will multiply 2 to make 6, and over here I want to put something that will multiply 3 and make 6. So I'm going to put a 3. 3 times 2 will make 6 hydrogens. Over here, 3 hydrogens. So I can't put any numbers here. So what I'm going to do is take the 3 away and change it into a 6. So now 6 hydrogens, 6 hydrogens. 1 aluminum, 1 aluminum. 6 Brs, 3 Brs. Whoops. What do I do now? I have 6. I have to have 6 here. I cannot change the 3, can't stick it in the middle. I got to put a number here that will multiply 3 to make 6. So put a 2. 2 times 3, 6 Brs, 6 Brs. Messed up the aluminums. Let's go fix them. 2 aluminums, 2 aluminums. This 2 does not multiply that because there's a plus in the middle. Now these are puzzles. And I don't expect you to probably balance equations. Most of you probably won't balance equations again unless you get to college or AP Chem. But it's good for your brain. Think of these as your mind aerobics, where you do aerobics for your body. These are mind aerobics. Okay, now let's go back and check what are our coefficients. I have 3, then I have a 2, I have a 6, and I have nothing there. Do not put 0. Put a 1. Because just by writing it, you have 1. All right, what are my coefficients on this? I have 2, 3, 2, 6. All right, last one. Okay, and if you want to pause the video and then work it out yourself, and then let's check, I think that would be a great thing to do, is for you to be interactive with these. All right, so I got 1 sodium, 3 sodiums. So I need 3 on this side. Now I have 3 O and H. Now I could split that up. I could just do O and then H, or I can consider OH as a polyatomic ion, hydroxide. In that case, what I want to do here is I can change this to HOH. That way I'm splitting it up so I can see the hydroxide that's in the water. Water is basically HOH. We just write it H2O to make it simpler. All right, so I've got 3 OHs, and I need 3 OHs over here. Now I have 3 hydrogens. I need 3 hydrogens. Oh, already have 3. All right, how about the phosphates? Remember, this is a polyatomic ion. If you don't remember, have your ion sheet and check it. So PO4, I have 1. Over here, I have 1. Sodium, I have 3, and I have 3. So 3 sodiums, 3 sodiums, 3 OHs, 3 OHs. Now, I'm going to show you a different way to do this in case you don't want to use this right here and you want to use the water. Okay, so I have 2 H's on this side. Over here, I have H's here and H's here. Here, since I'm not doing the polyatomic ion, I have to do H's and H's. So I have 3 plus 1. Okay, 3 plus 1, that gives me 4. That means I need to make 4 on this side. Okay, anything else? The phosphate, let's just keep that as our polyatomic ion. I have 1 and 1. I have 3 sodiums here. I need 3 here, so 3. Okay, now that's going to mess up the H's. Let's go back and fix them. So 3 H's plus 3 H's gives me 6. That means I need 6 on this side. So let's take the 2 away. I thought it was a 2. It's not. It has to be 6. So that would make it a 3. So that would be 6 H's. Over here I have 3 H's plus 3 H's. That gives me my 6. 3 sodiums, 3 sodiums. Okay, my coefficients are going to be 3, 1, 1, 3. Okay, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps. Please contact me. I will be glad to Zoom with you individually. I will be glad to email whatever you need. I know this is a difficult time and this is difficult material, but I hope this helps, and see you later.